Okay, so we got another interesting one. I want to start this video out immediately. Once again, showing respect to the Real Estate Trappers YouTube channel. Salute my fellow content creator. We dropped another video that I'm going to say marries really well with a lot of the philosophies that I cover on this channel. His video itself doesn't really get into it, which is why I'm going to shoot my commentary on the video. I'm not going to make it a reaction video. I'm just going to kind of drop the link in the description below to the video, but I'm going to give you guys a quick backdrop as to what the video is about and how that bridges out into what we cover more on this channel. But I just wanted to pay my respects to him for another interesting and entertaining video. So the video was him actually doing a reaction to another prominent YouTuber who was doing an interview, and somewhere in that interview, the conversation came up about 90% of millionaires being created from real estate. And so the original guys who were covering this topic were discussing it, and they were basically challenging it as if, was it true or not? You know, the narrative around, you know, are 90% of millionaires truly created from real estate? So they ended up debunking it, basically. They did a quick Google search, and, you know, basically Siri/Google, you know, ended up telling them, which all of us can Google and see, that there are several other industries that actually are responsible for creating most of the millionaires in the United States and in the Western world. So I didn't have the full list. You know, it was about 6 different industries that popped up. The first and most prominent was the financial services sector, which is really what I want to cover in this video the most. A couple other were the stock market. I believe cryptocurrencies was in there somewhere, and a couple other interesting industries. But real estate only made it as real estate brokers, not real estate as an industry itself, which is interesting, right? Because it's one of the most parroted terms in the financial investing real estate space, is that real estate basically creates the most millionaires. We do a quick Google search, finally somebody challenges it and does it, and it turns out not to be the case by a stretch. So first off, I want to clarify, clearly real estate is an amazing industry, and I am sure many successful people come from real estate or have some direct tie to real estate. So I'm not about to cover bashing the concept of, you know, real estate being where the money is, because there's amazing opportunity in real estate. And, you know, it doesn't matter if you're talking residential, commercial, in any form or fashion. You know, real estate is a phenomenal industry to be in, especially as some kind of investor or high ranking earner, or, you know, even if you're working a W-2 job in relation and you're just in the right position, you can obviously make a ton of money in real estate. This video, what I want to cover is a little bit more around the philosophy that I'm promoting around economic participation. So what they did discover by debunking this, you know, parroted myth or phrase was that financial services and insurance actually takes the cake for creating the most millionaires in the United States, which honestly may not have been on the top of many people's list if they were forced to come up with their own, but I think may make a lot of common sense when most of us hear it, though. And the reason for that is proximity. The reality of it is, the closer you are to the money, the more likely you're going to get a bigger piece of the pie. Economic participation is something that I've covered in previous videos, so you guys can check that out. I kind of dove into it in my, you know, my commentary around the Grant Cardone viral moment in another video. You guys can check that out, where Grant Cardone, you know, mentions that $400,000 a year is basically BS money. So you guys can check that out. I dive into it in a couple other videos, but basically I want to focus on proximity in this video. What I talked about in the original video around economic participation was that basically, long story short, many of you were working in careers or had jobs or freelancing or gig work, whatever you were doing was just too far from the center of major exchanges of value. What you were doing for a living or your career path or skill set may not be close enough to, where the real value is being exchanged at. Okay. So this video actually bridges into that, because it turns out that people who work the closest to the greatest exchanges of value, which is currency and information and currency, are the people who are, having the most success on average. So financial services, for those who may not know what comprises, that industry, is going to be, things like insurance, bankers, various different types of bankers, just think basically like anybody that is somewhere in the helm of the exchange of currency or money. So you can do your research, but financial services breaks out mostly around banking, insurance, and things of that nature. Okay. So you can basically get a rhythm for those of us who, myself, I'm actually a banker. As those who follow the channel, caught a couple videos, you may already know I'm actually an active banker currently. I hold multiple different licenses across the financial services industry. I have an active mortgage license. I have an active life insurance license, FINRA Series 6 investment license, and several small business certifications. So I myself am from the financial services industry, and I can tell you that it makes a lot of sense from the inside out. It makes a lot of sense that many of America's most successful people actually have some direct or close correlation to the financial services industry. It's not an easy field or industry to work in or succeed in, but for the most part, if you can be successful, the income potential is insane in a lot of different ways. Obviously, it's probably going to lean towards those who are in some kind of sales related position or dealing with really big contracts and things of that nature. But the reality of it is, the moral of the story I want you guys to take from this really quickly is that you need to evaluate, what skill sets you have, what you're doing for a living, how are you contributing to the advancement of the economy, how are you solving other people's problems and bringing help to other people and value to other people. When you work in the financial services industry, the people you are helping in many cases, it's going to be on a very significant scale. Even the, smaller positions, we'll call it, or the more closer to entry-level positions sometimes have amazing earning potential, because you still are going to have a major impact on the individual or entity, company you may be doing work for or with, and you're going to be a huge driver of profit as well. One of the reasons that some of the most advanced or highest paying sector of YouTube channels is around finance. And I'm sure one of the biggest reasons for that is because these companies, banks and different financial services companies have larger margins, and so they're paying who knows what for advertisement versus a lot of other industries. So at the moral of the story, it was really entertaining. The video was really entertaining. Again, I'm going to link it in the description below. I just wanted to take a quick moment to put this on you guys' minds and give you something else to think about, because for one, there are a lot of different strategies and business models that are touted and, paraded around and marketed to be these super sexy, get rich overnight type of scenarios. And the reality of it is a lot of it isn't as authentic or real, or it isn't the way it's presented to you by the time you get into it. So you need to start weeding out the BS from what's real. And I felt like this video did a great job touching on that, because a lot of people are being funneled into real estate right now that, for one, don't have the skills or, the personality traits or the mindset to truly be successful with it, for one. For two, it's really not for everybody. It's not going to make everybody a millionaire or ultra successful. There are tons of videos, if you dig around for authentic content creators or articles that are covering how a lot of real estate investors and fix and flippers are actually not doing very well historically, and currently, especially in economic times, not doing very well right now. So you need to do your research, reevaluate where you are, and reevaluate what skills or abilities you may have that are actually going to serve you better by giving you a higher financial reward for better economic participation. So I hope you guys enjoyed this content and it brought value to you. I'm pretty sure it did. I enjoyed bringing the content to you. I want you to take a second to support the channel so the channel can keep supporting you. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell below. I'm dropping videos nearly daily, multiple times a day. And I want to continue to guide you guys through creating your personal blueprint for prosperity. This is JP checking out. I want you guys to stay focused, stay in motion. I'll see y'all soon.